everyone, welcome back to the channel. The day has finally come. After 74 days, 10.5 weeks, my KmpSpeedshop single turbo kit has finally arrived, and we're going to do the unboxing of it. I'm going to show you everything that comes in the kit. We can run down on what the kit costs and how long shipping took. Surprisingly, the longest part was actually to build the kit. You got to wait for the turbo to arrive from BorgWarner. You got to build the downpipe and all that jazz, but we'll get into the details once we have everything out on the table. So let's get started here. There we go. Nice. We got our turbo feed line, V-band clamps. Oh wow. This is like Christmas in the middle of February. It's -27 out, so I'm kind of glad we can do this in the house and not in a cold garage or anything. Some more clamps, intake hooks to go, yeah, that'd be for my intake onto the inducer side of the turbo. My oil drain line. Yeah, oil drain line. The wastegate screamer pipe. The downpipe. I've been waiting for this one. This is a beautifully made downpipe. I'll open that up in a little bit here. Let's just get everything out on the table and I can get rid of this big box. Some more packaging. Bolts, not sure what they're for, but everything will be used. Packaging. I'm gonna take it. This is my wastegate. Turbo Smart Gen 5 Ultra Gate 38 wastegate. I think it's 14 PSI black spring. I'm not sure if that's the only spring that comes in those. If I have to get different ones, I'm not gonna run 14 pounds obviously right off the hop. With the turbo, it's a 6680 BorgWarner S300 SX. There it is. Oh. My T4 log manifold. What do we got here? Ooh, I got a little bit demolished on the way over. This would be my intake. Aha! Yes. Intake. Where's the air filter? If it came with an air filter? I'll have to double check unless that's in the turbo box. Or I don't know, I'm not sure if it comes with an air filter to tell you the truth. Maybe it does. Last but not least, the turbo. So we have a little bit more room. Well, what to start with, you know what, I've been really curious about my downpipe. It's beautiful, so let's pop this out and we'll take a look at this first. I'll get everything out on the table and then I'll run you guys through a little bit of a close-up view of everything that came with the turbo kit. Look at that. That is beautiful. Got the KMP logo on the side. That's what I'm talking about. Simply beautiful. The welds on this are amazing. Here's my dump tube, screamer pipe, whatever you guys want to call it. Our log manifold now. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The Howard wastegate bolts onto the bottom there. I think I need to remove these out. This is just your oil drain lines. Again, pop this out. Look at that. There's my intake. Into the wastegate now. See if it just comes with one spring or comes with multiple. Ooh. We got some Turbo Smart stickers. Tool. There it is. Not bad, not bad. Ultragate 38. Nice. Does come with multiple springs. Oh, nice. Perfect. So I have to remember exactly which spring is for which power or how many PSI. I'll go with that. I'm sure they come with instructions and whatnot. Perfect. This little thing here, we built my buddy's R33 GTST. Got everything together. But it wasn't built-in boost. We couldn't figure it out, and it turns out we forgot to install this little piece into the bottom of the wastegate, and it wasn't seating. It wasn't seating correctly, so the boost was leaking past. But once we got that in, everything was fine and running dandy. But there is the wastegate. Gaskets, some springs. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check what ones those are for. Down there. All right. Let's bust out this turbo. I've been waiting for this one for a while. Oh. This will be the first turbo I've unboxed, so it's all new to me. This is the first build I'm doing on a car, well, extensive build. You know, I've had a few other imports that I, you know, I did the basic performance upgrades, intake, exhaust, but nothing to this extent. All right, some gaskets. Paperwork. Got that. Looks good. Packaging. More packaging. Oh wow. That's that. Look at this. Borg Warner S300 6680 turbo. Good for, I think they said about 700 horsepower. Decent. It's been a long time coming for this turbo kit. I'm extremely excited to get this build on its way and on the go. I mean, might still take a bit. I still gotta figure out where I'm gonna do the build at. I gotta find a garage as I'm living in a apartment building right now. So I've got a few options, but I'll plan that all out. And I haven't picked up my front mount intercooler yet. Then looking at the, I think it was a Greddy Type LS. or something like that. I gotta import it from Japan. I've got one person I'm talking to about that. That should take maybe about a month. Might do the expedited faster shipping and get it here a little bit sooner, but we'll see. The build will commence as soon as I get all the parts. There's still a couple miscellaneous things here I ordered up. Here's a flange, also for my blow-off valve. I got to get welded to my intercooler piping to complete that. And then there's a couple small miscellaneous things. I know there's some plugs I need to get once we remove the stock twins and all that, but as for now, let's get a little bit closer view of all the parts and everything that came with this kit, and then we'll go under and I will tell you exactly how much it was. I told you the shipping took about 10.5 weeks, which, you know, was a pretty long wait, not gonna lie, but totally worth it. I mean, the car took 2 months from the day I locked it in through B-Pro to get here, so. But this is good. I'm glad everything's here finally, and we can get the ball rolling. Alrighty. So here is a little close-up view of all the contents in this turbo kit. I noticed there's two things that didn't come with the kit. I called KMP, and it's the filter, cone filter, the vibrant filter that comes on this end. That didn't come with the kit. They're still waiting for it to get into the shop. And then on my oil feed line, I'm waiting for one more fitting that goes to the block or to the oil feed on the engine. Not a big deal. Talked to the guy at the shop there. He's real helpful. He had it in his hand. He said he's going to ship it with my air filter, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm still happy nonetheless. But here's a little close-up view with everything. You know, we got our V-band that goes to the downpipe on the turbo. Our oil drain line, which looks to be 100% complete. Bolt onto the turbo, bolt onto the block, and whatnot. Here's our feed line. Perfect. Still good. Missing that one piece. Not a big deal. Here's my Ultra Gate 38 wastegate. Happy about this. So it has a 14 psi spring, as I said earlier, installed currently. So I'll have to take it apart, and here are some extra springs. I'm gonna have to figure out exactly which goes to which pressure. Should be easy enough. I had a what was it? I had a diagram that I found online before the turbo kit got here, but all the fittings and everything needed to connect this to my vacuum lines, which that reminds me, I will have to pick up some vacuum lines for the wastegate connecting to the turbo. Not bad though, easy enough, get it at the local store. My dump tube right here. You know, I thought about it. I really want this exiting through the hood, but we'll see. We'll get everything on and see how the setup is and whatnot. Obviously, I got my tool for my wastegate. Here's my turbo that I'm extremely happy about. You know, it's a 6680 Borg Warner S300SX. I will have to drill my own vacuum port or boost port for my wastegate. Not a big deal again. I've got my coupler and some clamps for my intake going on to the turbo. Now that brings me to another, not really issue, but I got to decide which way I want to go. When I first get the turbo kit in the car, I do not have a standalone ECU. I'm debating on whether to go with the ECU Masters Classic or I think it was an Apexi Super Airflow Controller 2. I've seen people run that before. It's a little bit on the cheaper side. I still got some, you know, some small things I need to figure out what route I'm going to go for now. If I'm going to go full standalone or just do the air controller to help with my air to fuel ratio. Anyways, more about that later. So we've got my manifold, log manifold. Now, a lot of people go with the tube manifold, stay away from the log manifold. You know, benefits of your log manifold, you'll have a faster, quicker spool on your turbo. So not too bad. If I change it out later, I change it out, simple as that. We got my boost nope, sorry. Jeez, my HKS blow-off valve. Little mounting bracket, so this will get welded to my intercooler piping. Once I get that intercooler shipped over from Japan, like I said, I'll probably go with the Greddy LS spec. And now we've got, last but not least, the downpipe from my turbo. What a beautiful piece. So nice. I'm excited to have this on the car. You know, I'm astonished at how well this turbo kit's made out. You know, I'm happy for it. It took a little bit, but good things come to people who wait. And then obviously my gasket to my T4 flange and my turbo. But that's that. Now I'm gonna go over, you know, the prices, what it costs, and what I need left to get this turbo kit installed and on the car. So let's talk costs of this turbo kit. So when I first ordered this kit, they had not as many turbo options as they do now. So it does fluctuate. You know, you can spend anywhere from $2,700 to about $35,000, maybe a little bit more. KMP has some different turbo options on their website as well. So that's about what the base kit costs. Through this kit, I wanted to buy brand new. I didn't want to buy secondhand. I could have done it a lot cheaper, but I love this car to pieces, and I wanted no possible way of any parts failing. I mean, you can still get good parts and not have them fail, but I said, if I'm really gonna do this build, I'm gonna do this build right, and I'm gonna go brand new with no expenses spared. Now with this turbo, it's good for 700 horsepower. I like it. It's not a dual ball bearing, or I think it's a journal bearing. I can't remember 100%. You know, I also want to do the T51R mod. As everyone knows now, the T51R is a highly sought after turbo for that high pitched, loud whistling noise. So you can do that mod. I think it's $350 US or something, shipped to a company down in the States. I'm gonna look at doing that, but for now I'm gonna put the turbo on the car and run it how it is. BorgWarners are loud turbos nonetheless. So we'll see, let's run it, have a little bit of fun. I mean, the car's been doing great, 320 wheel horsepower, but this is gonna be a game changer. I'm so excited for this build. I'm excited to have you guys along with me and experiencing this with me. It's gonna be fun. Now, another thing is what I'm gonna do for computer. If any of you guys know that the Aristos and computers are kind of a pain in the butt, you know, doing with the stock transmission. There's something with it. It's controlled in the computer, so it causes some problems and it can be a pain. I will go standalone eventually, and you know, now I'm just debating because you have to wire that in a piggyback form to your stock ECU for the Aristos. Now, if I go manual swap, I won't have to worry about any of that. I can go boom right then and there. I'm pretty sure I can buy a plug and play through KMP, the harness, but that has something to do with the speed sensor. So I might lose my RPM and gauge cluster, which I'll want to work around. But you know, nothing happens overnight with these builds. You know, it's going to be a fun learning experience through this whole time, and I'm going to document all of it, have it on my YouTube channel and my Instagram, so you guys can see. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Hit me a message or a comment, and I'll do my best to get those answered. You know, I have some walkthroughs already on my channel of the TTC mode. For your stock twins, obviously, we're not going to have to worry about that once we go single. Another thing I need to figure out, they've got the Apexi SAFC Super Air Fuel Controller, which is you know, a lot cheaper than going full standalone. I know a few people with Aristos have went that route for, you know, a year or two, and then that'll help with my air fuel ratio. But yeah, so a little more research I'm going to do on this project to figure out which route I want to go. I do need to figure out where I'm going to build the car. I don't have a shop yet, you know, so this is all working out the kinks, I guess you can say. and whatnot. I got to pick up my front mount intercooler and my AEM air fuel ratio gauge, and then I think she's good to go. As I mentioned, I'm still waiting on the cone filter. Not really a big deal, and then one of the AN fittings for my feed line, which I can go down to a local shop, but if you guys look at the weather in Alberta here, we're getting into the cold season. It's minus 27 out right now, so I'm not really worried about that. But as for now, I'm going to end this video. I want to thank you guys, the viewers, for supporting me, you know, coming and check out the channel. I appreciate it. Tell your friends if they have these cars, any kind of questions, you know, even if it's just about the 2JZ. I've got a lot of knowledge, done a lot of research. I love it. It's a huge passion of mine, as you guys have, I'm hoping, if seeing my other videos, can see and whatnot. But I'm going to check out what I got next, order up some parts for this car. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and check out my Instagram at JZSMain, and we will catch you guys on the next video. Thanks a lot.